I'm staring at my phone, and I can't believe what I'm seeing. My mom's name is flashing on the screen. We haven't talked in. God, has it really been 2 years? 2 Christmases have come and gone without a single call from her. And now, 3 weeks before the holidays, she's calling me ... I'm Mina Wickenshaw. I'm 30. I almost let it go to voicemail. Almost. But something in me, that stupid, hopeful part that never fully dies, makes me answer, "Hello? Sweetheart." "Oh, I'm so glad you picked up." Her voice is warm, almost syrupy. It sounds wrong, too cheerful, too eager. She tells me she misses me, that the house feels empty without me, that the holidays are coming and she wants me home. She wants her baby back for Christmas. I'm quiet. I'm waiting for the catch. There's always a catch with her. "I'm buying your ticket," she says. "Don't worry about the cost. I need you here. We need you here." Need, that word hits differently when it comes from her mouth. I think about my tiny apartment, my ramen dinners, the Christmas I was planning to spend alone, maybe FaceTiming a friend or two. I think about how much I've wanted this. Wanted her to want me. "Mom, I don't know." "Please," she interrupts. "Let me do this. Let me bring you home." And just like that, I'm that little kid again. The one who would do anything for her approval. The one who kept hoping that maybe, just maybe, this time would be different. "Okay," I hear myself say. "Okay, I'll come." The ticket arrives in my email within an hour. She wasn't kidding. It's real. I'm going home. I start packing that night, and with every folded sweater, every pair of socks, I'm telling myself a story. Maybe she's changed. Maybe she's thin in therapy. Maybe she finally realized what she's been missing. People change, right? People grow, but there's this voice in the back of my mind. The one that remembers. The one that hasn't forgotten last Christmas when she promised to visit me and never showed. Or the Christmas before that when she forgot to call entirely. I zip up my suitcase and sit on my bed, staring at it. Part of me wants to unpack it all right now. But the other part, the part that's been lonely for so long, that part is already halfway home. I'm going. God help me, I'm actually going. The flight is smooth. Too smooth. Like the universe isn't even trying to warn me. I catch an Uber from the airport, and as we pull up to the house, I feel my chest tighten. It looks exactly the same. Same blue shutters. Same crooked mailbox my stepdad has been meaning to fix for 5 years. Same feeling of not quite belonging. The front door swings open before I can even knock. Mom's there, arms wide, smile even wider. "You're here. You're actually here." She pulls me into a hug that feels performative, like she's hugging me for an audience that isn't there. My stepdad, Rick, gives me an awkward wave from the kitchen. My younger siblings, Emma and Tyler, peek around the corner. Emma is 12 now, Tyler just turned 9. They look at me like I'm a stranger. Because, honestly, I am. "Come in, come in." You must be exhausted. Mom's voice is bright, brittle. She's talking too fast, moving too much. Dinner is weird. Everyone's trying too hard. Rick asks me about school in this overly cheerful way that makes it clear he has no idea what I'm even studying. Mom keeps refilling my water glass before it's even half empty. Emma and Tyler are quiet, stealing glances at me like they're sizing me up. And then there's this moment. I catch Mom and Rick exchanging a look. It's quick. Just a flicker. But it's there. The silent communication that makes my stomach drop. Something's off. I try to shake it. I'm being paranoid. I'm self-sabotaging because I'm not used to things being nice. That's it. That's all this is. "So, how long are you staying?" Rick asks casual. Too casual. I fly back the day after Christmas." "That's with the ticket. Perfect." Mom interrupts, her smile stretching just a bit too wide. "That's just perfect." That night, I lie in my old bed, staring at the glow-in-the-dark stars I stuck on the ceiling when I was 13. They're still there. Faded, but there. I hear Mom and Rick's voices through the wall. Muffled. I can't make out words, but I can hear the tone. Excited. Planning something. I close my eyes and tell myself I'm imagining things. I tell myself to stop waiting for the other shoe to drop, but it's already falling. I just can't see it yet. I wake up to the smell of coffee and pancakes. For a second, just a second, it feels normal, like maybe this is real. Maybe this is the fresh start I've been hoping for. Good morning, sweetheart. Mom's voice sings from the kitchen. Calm down. We made breakfast. I shuffle downstairs in my pajamas. The table is set. There are actual pancakes, butter, syrup. The kids are already eating, quiet and focused on their plates. Sit, sit. Mom gestures to an empty chair. Rick is at the head of the table, sipping coffee, watching me over the rim of his mug. I sit. I take a bite. It's good. Uncomfortably good. Like she's trying too hard, so... Mom sets down her fork and folds her hands. Here it comes. I can feel it in the air, thick and heavy. We wanted to talk to you about something. My chewing slows. I swallow. Okay. Rick clears his throat. Your mom and we've been working really hard this year. Both of us. And we haven't had any time for ourselves. For us, you know. I don't know where this is going, but my heart is already racing. Mom reaches across the table and puts her hand on mine. We booked a little getaway. Just the two of us. A week in Cancun. We leave tomorrow. The room tilts. Tomorrow? I know, it's sudden. She's talking fast now. Defensive before I've even said anything. But the deal was too good to pass up, and we've been so stressed, and we thought it was perfect timing because you're here. My brain is trying to catch up. Perfect timing. Rick jumps in. The kids need someone to watch them. And your family. You're here. It just makes sense. I'm staring at them. At their hopeful, expectant faces. At the way they're looking at me like this is totally reasonable. Like this is no big deal. Wait, you flew me home so I could babysit? We flew you home because we wanted you here. Mom's voice has that edge now. That defensive tone I know too well. And yes, we have this trip, but your family. Family helps each other out. You planned this. It's not a question. I can see it now, clear as day. You booked this weeks ago. Maybe months ago. And you flew me here to be your free childcare. That's not. Mom starts, but I cut her off. When did you book it? Silence. Rick won't meet my eyes. Mom's jaw tightens. When did you book? 6 weeks ago. Rick finally mutters 6 weeks. 6 weeks before she called me. 6 weeks before the warm voice and the I miss you and the ticket she bought without me asking. We knew you'd understand, Mom says, and she actually sounds like she believes it. You're not doing anything important right now anyway. You're on break, and we already paid for the trip. It's non-refundable. I feel numb. Like my body is here, but my mind is floating somewhere above, watching this disaster unfold. So that's it. My voice sounds hollow. That's why you brought me home. Don't be dramatic. Mom's voice has gone cold now. We wanted you here, and we have a trip. Both things can be true, but they're not both true. I can see it in her eyes. I was never the point. I was the solution. The flight leaves at 6 a.m., Rick says, already moving on like this conversation is over. We'll be back in a week. There's food in the fridge. Emergency numbers on the counter. You'll be fine. I watch them stand up. Watch them clear their plates like everything's settled. Like I've already agreed. Emma and Tyler are still at the table, staring down at their half-eaten pancakes. They look small. Uncomfortable. I want to scream. I want to throw something. I want to book a flight home right now and leave them scrambling, but I don't. I just sit there, watching my mom and stepdad disappear upstairs to pack for their vacation, the one they've been planning all along. And I realize nothing's changed. She hasn't changed. I was never coming home. I was just being used. The house is too quiet. Mom and Rick left at 5:30 this morning. I heard them moving around, zipping suitcases, whispering excitedly. They knocked on my door once. A quick, we're leaving. See you in a week. Love you. Love you. Those words feel like a joke now. I lie in bed for another hour after they're gone, staring at the ceiling. I should get up, check on the kids, do the responsible thing. But all I can think about is how stupid I was. How I let myself believe that she actually wanted me here, that I mattered. Finally, I drag myself out of bed. Emma and Tyler are in the living room, watching TV in silence. They look up when I walk in, and there's this awkward tension. Like, they don't know what to say. Like, they know this whole situation is messed up. You guys eat breakfast yet? I asked. They shake their heads. I make cereal. We eat in silence. This isn't bonding. This is surviving. I check my phone. I look up flights. The cheapest one back is $800. $800 I don't have. I could put it on my credit card, but God, I'm already drowning in student loans. I'm stuck. I'm actually truly stuck. I call my best friend Jordan. They what? Jordan's voice is sharp with disbelief. I tell them everything. The call, the ticket, the bombshell, the 6 weeks of planning. That's insane, Jordan says. That's genuinely psychotic behavior. You need to leave. I can't afford. Then make them pay. Call your mom. Tell her to send you money for a flight or you're leaving the kids with CPS. I laugh, but it's bitter. I can't do that to Emma and Tyler. They didn't ask for this. And neither did you? We talked for 20 more minutes, but by the end, I'm no closer to a solution. I'm here. I'm stuck. And my mom is on a beach somewhere sipping a margarita, not giving me asking thought. We hang up and look around the house. Really look at it. At the family photos on the walls that I'm barely in. At the vacation souvenirs from trips I was never invited to. At the evidence of a life I was never really part of. I open my mom's planner on the kitchen counter. There it is. Cancun, December 20th to 27th. Written in bright red ink, circled, starred, right next to ask my name to come home. She planned this. Every step. She knew exactly what she was doing, and I fell for it. I wanted her love so badly, but I walked right into the trap. I closed the planner. I take a breath. If I'm stuck here, then things are going to change. I'm not playing the role she cast me in. I'm not going to be the resentful babysitter who counts down the days. I'm going to be here for Emma and Tyler. Really here. Because they deserve better than this. Better than parents who see their kids as inconveniences to be managed and when Mom and Rick get back, we're going to have a very different conversation. Do you hate us? Emma's voice is small. We're sitting in the kitchen. She's helping me make cookies, and Tyler's at the table, drawing. The question catches me off guard. What? No, of course not. Then why don't you ever come home? I stop stirring the batter. I look at her. She's 12, old enough to notice, old enough to feel abandoned. It's complicated, I start, but she cuts me off. Mom said you don't like us, that you think you're too good for us now that you're in college. My stomach drops. She said that? Emma nods, not meeting my eyes. She says you're selfish, that you only think about yourself. I'm gripping the spoon so hard my knuckles turn white. Of course she framed it that way. I'm not the one who was pushed out. I'm the one who left. Emma, Tyler. I set down the spoon and sit at the table with them. That's not true. None of that is true. Tyler looks up from his drawing. Then why did you leave? God, how do I explain this to them? How do I tell them that their mom made me feel invisible? That I wasn't running away from them? I was running away from the feeling of never being enough? I didn't leave because of you, I say carefully. I left because sometimes you have to make space for yourself when no one else will. And your mom and I, we don't always see things the same way. Do you think she loves us? Tyler asks. His voice is so quiet I almost don't hear him. My heart breaks. Why would you ask that? She's always gone, he says. Or busy, or tired. And when she is here, she's on her phone. Or arguing with Rick. And now she left us here with you, and you don't even really know us. Emma's eyes are shiny. She's blinking fast, trying not to cry. I reach across the table and take both their hands. Hey, listen to me. I don't know what's going on in your mom's head. I don't know why she does the things she does. But I know this. You two are not the problem. You're not too much. You're not a burden. But she acts like we are, Emma whispers. I squeeze her hand. I know, and I'm sorry. You deserve better than that. We sit there for a moment, the three of us. And something shifts. This isn't about Mom anymore. This isn't about me being used. This is about two kids who feel just as unseen as I always did. You want to know something? I say, trying to smile. I'm actually glad I'm here with you guys. Not the way it happened. That was messed up, but getting to actually know you? That's the one good thing about this whole disaster. Tyler cracks a tiny smile. Really? Really? We finish the cookies. We watch a movie. We stay up too late playing board games. And for the first time since I got here, the house doesn't feel heavy. It feels lighter. Maybe we're all just kids trying to survive the same parent. Day 3 of babysitting, and I'm starting to feel it. Not the exhaustion, though that's real. It's the notifications. My phone keeps lighting up with vacation photos. Mom and Rick on the beach. Mom and Rick with cocktails. Mom and Rick at a fancy restaurant. Sunset in the background. Her head on his shoulder. Not a single text asking how we're doing. Not one how are the kids. Just tropical paradise spam. I'm putting Tyler to bed when my phone rings. Finally, it's her. Hey, sweetheart. Just checking in. There's loud music in the background. Laughter. She's at a bar or a club. How are the kids? I ask flat. They're good, right? I knew they'd be fine with you. She doesn't wait for an answer. Oh my God, you should see this place. It's gorgeous. We just had the most amazing dinner. I posted pictures. Did you see? Yeah, I saw. Rick wants to come back here for our anniversary. I mean, maybe you could watch the kids again? You're so good at it. My jaw clenches. Mom. Oh, hold on, babe. She's talking to Rick now, laughing at something he said. Sorry, what were you saying? Nothing. Never mind, okay. Well, we're good. You're good. Love you, bye. She hangs up. 20-4 seconds. That's how long she stayed on the phone. Not even long enough to ask their names. I stand there in the hallway, staring at my phone, and something inside me cracks. That night, Tyler has a fever. It comes on fast. 1 minute he's fine. The next he's burning up, shivering, crying that his head hurts. I panic. I'm not a parent. I don't know what I'm doing. I check WebMD like an idiot, convince myself it's meningitis or worse. Emma is scared, hovering in the doorway, asking if Tyler's going to die. He's not going to die, I say, trying to sound calm. It's probably just a flu. It's fine, but I don't feel fine. I give him children's Tylenol. I make him drink water. I put a cool washcloth on his forehead like I've seen in movies. I call Mom, straight to voicemail. I call Rick, voicemail. I text, Tyler has a fever. 102.5. Should I take him to urgent care? No response. Not for an hour. Not for 2. By 3 a.m., the fever breaks. Tyler falls asleep. I sit on the floor next to his bed, exhausted, terrified. Angry. My phone buzzes. Finally. Mom. Oh no. Poor thing. Just give him medicine. He'll be fine. Kids get fevers all the time. Don't worry. Don't worry. She didn't even ask what his temperature was. She didn't offer to come back. She didn't even call to hear his voice. I stare at that text until the screen goes dark, and I realize if something serious had happened, I would have been completely alone. She wasn't coming back. Not for me. Not for them. We were on our own. I call my Aunt Lisa the next morning. She's my mom's older sister, and they haven't spoken in years. I never knew why. Mom always brushed it off as drama. Sweetheart, oh my God, hi. Aunt Lisa sounds genuinely happy to hear from me. I didn't know you were in town. Yeah, I'm at the house. Watching Emma and Tyler while Mom and Rick are in Cancun. There's a pause. A long one. She did it again, Lisa says. It's not a question. Did what again? Lisa sighs. Your mom has a pattern. She's been pulling this stunt since we were kids. She makes people feel special, needed, wanted, and then she uses them. And when you call her out on it, suddenly you're the villain. You're the ungrateful one. My chest tightens. She's done this to other people? Honey, she did it to me for 20 years. I finally cut her off after she asked me to take care of your grandma, promised she'd help, and then disappeared for 3 months on a self-discovery trip. I was the bad guy for being angry. I'm quiet. Pieces are clicking into place. Listen, Lisa says. I love you. I love Emma and Tyler, but your mom, she's not going to change. She doesn't see anything wrong with what she does. In her mind, she's the victim, always. So what do? You protect yourself. You set boundaries. And you stop hoping she'll wake up one day and be the mom you deserve. Because she won't. We talk for an hour. She tells me stories I've never heard. Patterns I've lived but never named. When I hang up, I feel different, validated, seen, but also sad. Sad for the relationship I'll never have. Sad for the mom who only exists in my imagination. That afternoon, I sit with Emma and Tyler. We order pizza. We play video games. We talk about school, about friends, about things they like, and I tell them something I wish someone had told me years ago. You know you're allowed to feel hurt, right? I say, you're allowed to be mad that she left. You're allowed to want more. That doesn't make you bad kids. Emma looks at me. Does it get easier? I think about lying, about giving her false hope, but she deserves the truth. It gets different, I say. You learn to stop waiting for her to change. You learn to find people who see you. It's not easier, but it's real. Tyler nods slowly, like he's older than 9. Like he already knows. We sit there, 3 people bound by the same disappointment, the same longing, the same survival instinct. And for the first time, I don't feel alone in this house. Day 7. They're coming home tomorrow. The house is clean. The kids are alive. I've done everything they asked and more, but something's shifted in me. A door has closed. A switch has flipped. I'm not the same person who got on that plane. I spend the evening journaling, writing down everything I want to say, everything I've never said, all the years of swallowing my anger, my disappointment, my grief. I write until my hand cramps, until the words run out, and then I make a decision when they get back. I'm not staying quiet. I'm not pretending this is okay. I'm not protecting her feelings while mine get trampled. I'm speaking my truth. And whatever happens after that, happens. Emma knocks on my door around 10 p.m. Can I ask you something? She says, of course. Are you going to leave again? After they get back? I look at her. At this kid who's been let down so many times, she expects it now. I'm going to leave, yeah? I have my own life. But, Emma, I'm not disappearing. I'm going to call you. Text you. We'll FaceTime. You and Tyler, You're not losing me. Promise? I pull her into a hug. I promise. She cries a little. So do I. Tyler joins us, and the three of us sit on my bed, tangled together, holding on. Whatever happens tomorrow, they'll know someone fought for them. Someone saw them, and that has to count for something. They breeze through the door at noon, tanned and glowing and laughing. Suitcases thud on the floor. Mom's wearing a new sundress. Rick has a terrible sunburn. We're home. Mom sings. Oh, we missed you guys. Emma and Tyler hug them dutifully. Quiet. Reserved. Mom doesn't notice. She's too busy unpacking resort gift bags. Cheap keychains. A t-shirt for each kid. So, how is everything? Rick asks me, barely looking up. Fine, I say, see. Mom beams. I knew it'd be fine. You're so good with them. She's moving around the kitchen, making coffee, chattering about the resort, the food, the excursions. Like this is normal. Like I've just been hanging out. I stand there watching her. Waiting. Mom, we need to talk. Sure, honey. Let me just now. Something in my tone makes her stop. Rick glances at me, then at her. Okay. She sets down her mug. What's wrong? You used me. Her face does this thing. This flicker of confusion, then defense. What are you talking about? You planned this trip 6 weeks ago. You flew me home so you'd have free babysitting. You manipulated me. I did not. You did. My voice is steady. Calm. You made me feel wanted. You made me think you missed me. And the whole time I was just convenient. Rick shifts uncomfortably. Look, we just needed a break. Then hire a babysitter. Pay someone. Don't lie to your kid and make them feel like they're coming home when really they're just being used. Mom's face hardens. You're being dramatic. Family helps family. That's what we do. No. I shake my head. Family doesn't manipulate. Family doesn't lie. Family doesn't leave their kids with someone they barely know and then ignore them for a week. I called. I checked in. For 24 seconds. Tyler had a fever in the middle of the night. I texted you. Called you. You didn't answer for hours. And when you did, you didn't even ask if he was okay. Mom's jaw tightens. He's fine, isn't he? That's not the point. Then what is the point? Her voice is rising now. That I wanted a vacation. That I needed time with my husband. That I asked my daughter to help me. You didn't ask. You tricked me. Oh my God. She throws her hands up. This is why I didn't tell you. Because you make everything about you. You're so selfish. And there it is. The word she always uses, selfish. I'm selfish for wanting honesty? I ask. I'm selfish for wanting to be treated like I matter. You do matter. That's why I flew you here. You flew me here because you needed something, not because you wanted me. She stares at me. And for a second, just a second, I think she might actually hear me. Might actually understand, but then her face closes off. If that's how you feel, she says coldly, then maybe you shouldn't have come. The room goes silent. Rick is staring at the floor. Emma and Tyler are mid-doorway, eyes wide. You're right, I say quietly. I shouldn't have. I turn and walk upstairs. I pack my bag. My hands are shaking, but I don't stop. I hear Mom crying downstairs, telling Rick I'm ungrateful, that she tries so hard and it's never enough. She's rewriting the story already, making herself the victim. But I'm done being the villain in her narrative. Emma and Tyler follow me to the door. You're leaving? Tyler's voice cracks. I have to, I say, crouching down to his level. But remember what I said. I'm not disappearing. You have my number. You can call me anytime, okay? He nods, tears streaming. Emma hugs me tight. I'm glad you came, she whispers, even if it was for the wrong reasons. I hug her back. Me too. I pull out my phone and book an Uber, then I book a flight. I use my credit card. It'll hurt later. But right now, it's worth it. Mom doesn't come to say goodbye. Rick gives me an awkward wave. Sorry it ended like this, he mutters, but he's not sorry enough to fix it. No one ever is. The Uber pulls up. I take one last look at the house, at the place that was supposed to be home, and I leave. 3 months later, I'm sitting in my apartment. It's small. It's cramped. But it's mine. My phone buzzes. It's Emma. We've been FaceTiming every week. She tells me about school, about her art class, about the fight she had with a friend. Tyler jumps in sometimes, showing me his drawings, his new video game. We're building something. It's fragile. It's new. But it's real. Mom has texted twice. Both times with vague apologies that don't actually apologize. I'm sorry you felt that way. I wish things were different. I haven't responded. Maybe I will someday. Maybe I won't. But for now, I'm choosing me. I'm spending the holidays with Jordan and a group of friends. We're doing a potluck. Ugly sweaters. Bad Christmas movies. No manipulation. No walking on eggshells. No waiting for the other shoe to drop. Just people who see me. Who choose me. Who don't make me earn my place at the table. I think about the person I was 3 months ago. The one who got on that plane, hoping for a miracle. She wanted so badly to be loved by someone who couldn't give it. But I'm not her anymore. I've learned something important. Something it took me years to understand. Home isn't where you're from. Home is where you're valued. And I'm finally home.